Thank you for joining us today for sharing your best self on camera. My name is Steve Loud and I'm head of marketing. I'm joined today with Brighton West, a videographer with over a decade of experience helping businesses and practices with their video marketing. Today we'll be discussing how to use video to promote your healthcare practice and build connections with your patients or clients. We'll talk about the importance of creating educational videos that actually help your patients or clients rather than trying to tell them about your services. We'll also provide actionable tips for setting up your camera and getting started with video marketing right away. Welcome, Bryant, and thanks for talking with me today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's start out with our first question. Why is video so powerful for the healthcare industry?
Healthcare, this is actually one of my pet peeves, is when my therapist doesn't do some of these things, because there's such a connection that you make with anyone in the healthcare industry. My doctor, he's a little bit better at doing these things, but there's such a personal relationship between folks and their healthcare providers. And so that personal relationship is one. And also there is this desire of people to find information online. It's people in the world of, finding being their own doctor, I guess, or something like that, or being their own therapist. They go online to find information. So being there to be the one that's sharing the information is very powerful. So it's a combination of what people are looking for, and also the fact that it is such a personal connection, and video is the best way to make that personal connection, except for, of course, in person.
A lot of professionals avoid video because they feel uncomfortable or think that they need experience or expensive equipment. What are the biggest misconceptions people have about getting started on camera?
I think that expensive equipment that you mentioned, so many of us, I'm on my iPhone right now, and it is amazing, the video camera that everyone has in their pocket already. You can really do all of this with just a webcam or with the phone that you have in your pocket, and you can upgrade from there. So I'm using now, I have a ring light that I use, and I have a podcaster's microphone that I use for doing interviews like this. But really, this could all be done just with sitting in front of a window and having my iPhone connected to my computer. It's just kind of mounted at the top of my computer on a little magnet there. So you don't need to wait. If you're waiting and you're accumulating equipment, then you're using that as an excuse to not get started. So just get started with the equipment that you have in your pocket now.
Many people focus too much on selling instead of providing value. What does a valuable video content actually look like for the healthcare?
So there's a couple of things where video can really work for healthcare providers. One is one-on-one visits. If you're able to do video in your practice, that is a great way to connect with people. But for recorded video, something like a YouTube video or even a TikTok video or something like that, people are looking for the answers themselves. So for instance, there's a great YouTuber. His name was Dr. O'Donovan. He's actually out of the UK. And I looked up plantar fasciitis. I play a lot of pickleball, so I get plantar fasciitis every once in a while. And I've gone online and to find the answer. So not necessarily going to my doctor and trying to set up an appointment or something like that, but let me see if I can find a doctor online that will explain this to me. And wouldn't it be great if you were that doctor or therapist or chiropractor, whatever your role is, to be the one who is providing the information online. So that is a big way that people are the information that they're consuming is healthcare information online. And also AI is not really good at this yet. It's not good at video. So although blog posts are becoming maybe less valuable, SEO is a little more of a struggle these days, video is still really powerful when it comes to AI. And I did find Dr. O'Donovan, his YouTube videos popped up when I searched for plantar fasciitis exercises or something. Also being able to show what you do, to be able to show a model of someone's spine or show their foot and how the muscles come together. This is a great way for you to educate the entire world, But instead of handing someone after an office visit, handing them a PDF or something, send them to your website where you have a library of videos where you're like, okay, well, I explain this in person, but I can also explain it to your spouse or your family, or you again if you forgot, with these videos online. So it's such a great way to share information. And of course, you could refer to someone else's videos. That's very helpful too. But more powerful is if you're the one who's providing that information. And actually, Dr. O'Donovan, I looked up his information online, and he's grown to be so big on YouTube that I don't think he's practicing anymore. He's making all of his money online through his website, connecting with people and sharing this information. And he's got partners with a couple of different brands, and he's really transformed what it means for him to be a doctor, at least.
Great advice. I love that. Just sharing your services, what you do, what your expertise is. That's great to be able to share that through a video instead of just content on your website.
Yeah, and actually, content on your website. Let me mention, it's great to have a video on your website that explains what you do, and so that people can get to know you. So maybe this is on your about page, or maybe it's on your what you do in your practice, kind of the services that you provide page. It's a great place to use video to explain and to make that connection with people. But there's also the videos that are over on YouTube that are drawing people in. Those are those helpful videos. Those are the videos that belong on your blog. That's where you're sharing information, you're sharing your expertise. And then there is that video that's on your about page, which is a little bit more you sharing what you do. So there's a slight difference there between content marketing and a video that really only belongs maybe on your website, that is sharing who you are and how you help people.
Exactly. Yes. I was just reading yesterday how even YouTube videos are becoming a bigger part of AI searches these days. So
yeah, it's amazing how that video popped up in a AI inside the AI window.
Yeah. Okay. So if someone listening wants to improve their online presence with a video this week, what's the one thing that you would recommend that they do first?
I think the biggest mistake that I see people making is not looking at the camera. And this is something that my healthcare providers have made this mistake. And I'm like, hey, you want a little tip on how to do this? Is looking at the camera. And so I'm looking directly into the camera lens, and it looks like I'm looking into your eyes. So it's very engaging. The problem that we have with this is we're not seeing the other person react. So if you're looking down at the person who's on your screen, the other person doesn't feel like you're looking at them, although you are, and you're able to see their reaction. You're able to capture their body language, see if they're understanding what you're saying, see if you need to go deeper into something. That way you're able to look them in the eye. It feels very natural to you. It feels really natural to your patient or your client. And you're making that eye contact connection. And really, it makes a difference because so many of us don't do it. Your patients will recognize when you are doing it. They may not understand exactly what you're doing, but they're going to feel a sense of connection.
Well, thank you for your tips today. And I hope that our audience has picked up some ways that they can use it in their practices today.
Definitely, yes. Video is a powerful tool. Just go ahead and get started.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you.